Good afternoon, dear students. You are most welcome in your YouTube channel Learning with Rajesh. In ninth class geography, today we are going to start lesson number 1 named as drainage. So, first of all, we are going to start or learn the meaning of drainage. So, drainage is the river system of an area. So you know that, for example, there is in northern India there is a river system of Ganga, and Ganga river system is the drainage of northern India. I think with the example you got the first point. So what is the meaning of drainage? Drainage is the river system of an area, and the next is drainage basin, an area drained by a single river. An area drained by a single river. For example, you are the habitat of UP, and in UP there is an area drained by Ganga river. So you can say that our drainage basin is followed or drained by the Ganga river. It means drainage basin is the an area drained by a single river. I think you got the point. And the third point is water divide, upland or mountain that divide the two rivers. For example, here is river number A and river number B. In both the rivers there is upland or mountain between these two rivers, and this mountain or upland which divides the two streams or two rivers is known as water divide, as the word shows. I think you got the third point also. And the next point, in this lesson we shall read about the different rivers. So Indian rivers are divided into two parts. First one is Himalayan river and the next one is Peninsular river. So we are going to read difference between, or mean the features of Himalayan rivers and Peninsular river firstly. So the first point is, in Himalayan rivers are perennial. You know that perennial means the river that flow throughout the year are known as perennial. I think you got the meaning of perennial. And the seasonals are the river which flows in the rainy season only, or it means in a season. Season means a rainy season. So that's why we can say that Himalayan rivers are the perennial. And why the Himalayan rivers are perennial? Because they get water from the glaciers from in the mountains, and there is a lot of rainfall in this area. So that's why Himalayan rivers are known as perennial. And on the other hand, peninsular rivers are seasonal because there is not too much rainfall. And the next point is, Himalayan rivers originate from Himalayas. On the other hand, they means the peninsular river originate from peninsular plateau. And next point, Himalayan rivers are long. On the other hand, peninsular rivers are short. And next point, mostly Himalayan rivers make delta, and on the other hand, the perennial or mean the peninsular river, some makes delta and other estuary. So while going or while completing the first lecture, after that I will tell you about the delta or estuary. So you know that delta is a triangle shape or the shape made by the rivers when they meet the sea, so due to the silt and sand. And the estuary is the area made by the river when they flow fastly near the sea, and this type of shape is known as estuary. And the next, river system. So you know that we shall read about the rivers in the lesson. So first is Himalayan rivers and the next the peninsular river. You learnt about the difference between the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular river. So Himalayan river consists of three river system. Firstly, the meaning of river system. The main river and its tributaries is called river system. And this river system of a country is known as drainage, you know very well. And the next point, we shall read about the first river system of Himalayan rivers, the Ganga river system. So Himalayan rivers consist of three major river systems: the Ganga river system, the Brahmaputra river system, and the Indus river system. Firstly, we are going to read about the Ganga river system. Ganga originates from Gangotri glacier. You know that, but in NCRT there is a information for us from Gangotri glacier. Bhagirathi comes. The first one flow or the first one part of Ganga is Bhagirathi. Bhagirathi comes from glacier and it joins Alaknanda in Devprayag. It joins Alaknanda in Devprayag, and after that these two parts emerged in one, and this one part is known as Ganga in Devprayag. In Devprayag, Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, both of them joined, and this joined part is known as Ganga. And the next, at Haridwar, Ganga emerges in plain. Ganga emerges in plain in Haridwar. There is objective type question for you. And the next, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi are some tributaries of Ganga in the left. In the left means in the north. These rivers emerges from Nepal Himalayas. Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi. You know that Kosi is the sorrow of Bihar. And the next point, Chambal, Betwa and Son are some tributaries in the right. Some tributaries of Ganga in the right. They emerges from central highlands, you learned in the second lesson. And the next point, Yamuna is the largest tributary of Ganga and merges with it in Allahabad. Yamuna is the largest tributary of Ganga. This is also one important objective type question for you. And the next, Ganga flows towards east till Farakka in West Bengal. In Farakka, Ganga flows toward east. And the next point, it merges with Brahmaputra and called Meghna. So the two Ganga and Brahmaputra's joint river is known as Meghna. And before entering in the Bay of Bengal, they means Brahmaputra and Ganga formed the largest delta of the world, and the largest delta of the world is the Sundarban delta. So it means Ganga and Brahmaputra both formed Sundarban delta. And you know that Brahmaputra is known as Jamuna in Bangladesh, Jamuna. And both of them known as Meghna. I think you got the points. I am going to revise today's work while going. Firstly, we learnt about the drainage. Drainage means the river system. And after that, we learnt about the drainage basin. Drainage basin means an area drained by the river, a specific river. And after that, we learnt about the meaning of water divides. The upland or mountain which divides the two streams is known as water divide. And after that, we learned that their Indian rivers are classified into two parts, the Himalayan rivers and the next is the peninsular river. And after that, we learned about the difference between the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular river. And after that, you know, the Himalayan rivers or mean the Himalayan river system consists of three river system. Firstly the Ganga river system and the Brahmaputra river system, the Indus river system. Today we learnt about the Ganga river system, and I think you got all the points. If you are new on my YouTube channel, please subscribe the channel, share and like also. Thank you and have a nice day.